Welcome, friends, family, soul family. Thank you so much for being here. Today's episode, Wisdom Rant, is all going to be about getting what we want. Getting what we want. And so, what inspired me to share this is I'm having these profound discoveries throughout life's journeying in recent 24 hours. And I'm coming to a deep realization and a deep embodiment inside myself that in order for us to get something from life, this goes along the same lines as the law of manifestation, quantum physics, the law of intention, the energy, what is it? The energy you put in is the energy that you get back, however you want to say it. But I'm going to break it down for us really simply and see if we can help our human brain understand and conceptualize the magic of actual life. And for me, I call it magic. Call it what you want. Call it, it could be science. There's science in there somewhere. But this is just a personal experience that I'm continuing to experiment with. And it continues to show up the exact same every single time. And so I had this conversation with money. Yes, money, the energy of money. I had a conversation with the energy of money this morning. And the biggest thing that came through was, if you want to earn this value amount, you must honor your life and your being and every aspect of you to that value amount, Not saying that you can put a price tag on your being or your sense of worth, but to a lot of us, we do. $20 an hour, $25 an hour, $100 an hour. We tag our worth based on how hard we work and how many hours we put into the week. I worked a 52-hour week this week, and people say it's so proud. Meanwhile, they're suffering so deeply because the human body, our natural rhythms and cycles, is not 8-hour days, 5 days a week. It's just not. It's not. Now, maybe for some, we have certain times in the year when, I used to work 14 days in a row, 7 days off. There was a time in my life when that fit my life. It fit my physicality and it fit my life. And sure, that's there. But if you're exchanging your time for money, and that's $20 an hour or $50 an hour, and you claim your sense of worth based on that dollar amount on your paycheck or in your bank account or your assets or XYZ, the opinions of others, that dollar amount will never equal, say you want to make $10K a month. If you're exchanging your time for money, if you're holding your own value as $20 an hour, that is where life is going to meet you. That is and the point we're going to get to here is that every single thing in life that we want, and we have to meet life halfway first. If we want to be loved and nurtured by a partner, then we need to love and nurture ourselves. And that was something else that came through this morning was, if you want a partner, if you're like calling in, me and my mom joke around. I said, I've been calling in my husband. and it's a joke because it's just a playful thing. And but there is a part of me that's like, yeah, I want to be loved and nurtured. And then I had this realization, this embodiment in me this morning that was like, oh, if I want a partner to love and nurture me the way I want to be loved and nurtured, I have to do this for myself. Now, with that being said, I have many self-love practices. I have many different forms and habits and acts of self-love, but not in the way that I would want my partner to. And so, if I want to live in this luxury and pampered life, and that's just my desire, right? That's just where I want comfortability. I want to feel inner harmony. And I only want these things because I've gone to the extremities of not having them. And I know that I'm capable of more than that. I know that my worth is more than that. And I know that everybody's worth is more than what we actually settle for on a day-to-day basis. Or a life-to-life basis, you could even say, because some people just settle their entire lives for what they have because they think that is all that there is. They think that's all that they're worth. And so I'm here to tell you today, you are worth so much more than you have any idea or any ability to even conceptualize. Our eternal worth is beyond what our human brain has ever known or experienced, because we don't take this little brain with us when we go back up or before we came back down. Up there's no limitations or boundaries in which the bubble can expand. And I don't want to lose you guys here, so we're going to try not to trail too far. So the point I want to get to today, and really want to help us embody this knowing and this realization inside of us individually. If there's an intention for today throughout this conversation, throughout this share, is that I intend for everybody to move through this video and this little journey with me to embody the knowing and to realize and sense within themselves their truest innate worth, in alignment with the highest good of all. That is what I want. That is what I want for each and every one of you here with me. And so let's go on a journey. I'm going to take you on this trip. I'm going to read you what came through this morning and see if it can unpack some things for you within yourself on a personal level. Today, I intend to change the relationship I have with money from lack to abundance. Dear money, thank you for all your love and support. Thank you for all the lessons you've taught me. Thank you for allowing us to grow a healthier relationship. So I've done this practice. I've started this practice of writing to money. It came from a program that I did for 3, maybe 4 weeks. And in the program, it's called Boost Your Wealth Consciousness by Brightside. You can look them up on Facebook and online, I think, as well. You could probably find their program by a Google search if you were curious. But we did this exercise where we write a letter to money. And so I wrote the letter to money, but I found it so fun and playful, and I write letters to everything and everyone in my life, especially, parts of me that I want to let go of. And letters, I think, are such a powerful thing when you allow yourself to look at situations and relationships and people and places and things and experiences from the perspective of, like, it's all energy, and it's all energy that you can also communicate with and co-create with. And so that's the beautiful part about going into this communication with money. And so I sat in meditation after writing these things and just kind of like let some things flow. And I heard money says, in order for you to receive such value, you must see yourself as valuable. Do you recognize your worth? Do you see how worthy you truly are inside and out? How do I give you what you want? How do I give you what you won't give yourself? Once you give yourself this level and certainty of your true innate worth, so can I. This means and looks like honoring your time completely and saying no when you need to, allowing the people-pleasing pattern to die, letting all that does not truly honor your worth and sacredness to fall away. If you wish to receive $10,000 a month, $50,000 a month, $100,000 a month, you must treat yourself of this worth. Or in other words, recognize that you are invaluable and treat yourself and life as such. How do you live your life when you know you are worth millions to billions of dollars? When your worth is undefined by any dollar amount? Or, there was an or there, or when your worth is undefined by any dollar amount, any opinion, or parts of your past. What does undefined worth look and feel like? When nothing inside or around you can define your true worth because it's too unfathomable for our wee human brains. You are an alien, a god, extraterrestrial, because you are universal, multidimensional, wild, co-creative partner of the universe. And once you truly embody this knowing, you will be a vibrational match to anything and everything you could possibly desire. Or in other words, you meet life halfway and life will meet you the other half. Let's break it down to simplicity, beyond vibrations and frequencies and the itty-bitty particles of show up halfway. I guarantee that's all it takes. And to us, halfway might feel like all the way. And as an example, going all the way for me today is letting myself have a couple days off. Like really taking a couple days off. And no matter how much people and place and things need me and are pulling on me, and then the patterns of like needing to show up for people so that I can know that I'm worthy through their opinions or through their validation or through their acceptance or through their being pleased. I can just show up for me with the trust that I'm worthy without that. I'm worthy without that trying. I'm worthy even when I put everything down. Even when I put everything down. Even when I'm not working for it. And that's what we're trying to get to. I'm going to reread this part one more time. You are an alien, a god, an extraterrestrial because you are universal, multidimensional. And once you truly embody this knowing, multidimensional, wild co-creation, co-creative partner of the universe. You are a co-creative partner of the universe. Hear that one more time. You are a co-creative partner of the universe. Okay? Got it? I'm serious. And I know you know, like, check in with yourself if this resonates for you. If you're like, what is she, like, she's talking out her ass. Pardon my French. No. I want you to tap in for just a moment and see if this resonates as truth for you. Because if it doesn't, then it's not your cup of tea and you can leave it, walk away. That's all gravy. But I want you to really, like, don't listen to what I'm saying. I want you to ask yourself, does this ring true for me? Does this ring true for me? Let your inner being, let your inner knowing decide. Because I guarantee when you listen to that inner knowing, you will realize you know more than you thought you did. Because that inner knowing is way more expansive than what fits inside of here and between these ears. But you first must realize how incredibly worthy you truly are to have anything and everything you could possibly desire. And this requires you to unlearn all the beliefs that you are not. So if you believe that your 4th grade teacher was right, and they said you'd never amount to anything because you struggle in math, that's a belief that is ruining your ability to get what you want. If you want a life that feels so magical you can't put a price on it, stop treating it like you can. That came up after I recognized that I will often need me time. I will often be in a position where I am just so tired, like my soul is tired, like today. And I will have people and things and jobs and say, oh, I'll pay you for just a couple hours of your time. And sometimes they'll put a big number on it. And even though I am exhausted, burnt out, in need of withdrawing from the universe, and maybe just like rocket launching off of Earth for a minute, not literally, but I will abandon that need. I will abandon my need for rest to make that dollar, to give up, to be of service, yes, but in sacrifice of my well-being for a dollar amount. Whether it's $20 to $200 an hour, it doesn't matter what the dollar amount is. You cannot put a price on your worth. And when you sacrifice your well-being, right? Listen, health is wealth. When you sacrifice your health or your well-being for a dollar amount, you are saying, this is what my health is worth. Which is so much less than what it is, than what it truly, truly is worth. Your health should be worth more than any number, any amount of money in the entire world. Because without your health, you don't feel good anyways. And the majority of us just want money to feel good, or to feel less stressed, or to feel at ease, or to feel some level of freedom that we don't have now. And so if you sacrifice what little feeling good you already have, you're saying, this is what I deserve. And the universe, life, God, whatever that higher power is to you, meets you halfway. Life will always meet you halfway. That's why if you're choosing a suffering, if you're choosing a life of pain and struggle and going against what you know is good for you, and we all do it for our own personal reasons. Sometimes we're escaping a pain, a broken heart, a part of our past that we're struggling to deal with. You know, there are so many other things. Sometimes it's just a discomfort in the body that you can't quite allow yourself to sit with. And we'll choose distraction. We'll choose the quick Band-Aid so you can feel less stressed in one area, but put yourself in stress or turmoil in another. And that's just it, is we don't have to sacrifice one for the other. We don't have to sacrifice our health to be wealthy or to feel loved or to have a relationship. We don't have to sacrifice. Offerings are great. Offerings are great. If you want to make an offering, bring a pot of soup to make offerings. But sacrificing your sense of worth, your sense of well-being, right? And these are all in the same category: health, well-being, worth. You are saying, this is what I'm worth. This is what I'm worth. This is what life is worth to me. I have to sacrifice. I have to struggle. And those are false. And I'm not saying to listen to me. Ask yourself, do these ring true in my innermost, deepest knowing? Listen to yourself, not me. I'm just bringing up within you what has laid dormant. Because we get lulled. We get lulled to sleep. Whatever this is, it's all the noise that lulls us to sleep. That means your time, your energy, your presence, your body, and your self-care. You cannot put a price tag on it. Like, sure, you could buy yourself a face mask and say that this massage is going to cost me XYZ. Sure. But to put a price tag on your actual sense of well-being, if you need a rest, if you need a nap, if you need a week off. And I get it, not all of us feel financially equipped to take a week off. I definitely don't. And the universe has put me in a position where I am taking a week off. And I'm doing so embodying the faith that the universe will meet me halfway. And I don't just need faith now because I have proof. I have proof because I've been through this experimenting with other areas prior to this one, that when I change my energy, towards this person, this place, this circumstance, when I stopped giving it my power, and honored, deeply, deeply honored my needs, my sanity, my emotional stability, my inner security. And sure, the financial world can stir up inner security and stability and all these things. Yes, but that fear is an illusion. That fear is me making a mountain out of something that is only a pebble right now. And then you think of your worst case scenarios, it's probably not ever going to amount to the mountain that you're seeing in your brain, or that you're making up, or that... I hope I'm not side trailing too far. I tend to get lost in the abyss. And all of this for me came through allowing myself to be where I am. So I woke up this morning and was like, I got to get real with myself here. Get effing real. Because I am not allowing myself to feel how I need to feel. I'm just distracting and people pleasing and trying to attain a sense of security and certainty by doing the same things that I know are not helping me. Which is, responding to people when you don't have to. I told myself I'd give myself the day off, and I didn't. I picked up responsibilities. I picked up other people's BS. I picked up stuff that could have waited 24 hours. Why? Because I was depending my sense of worth on other people's happiness, or whatever that people-pleasing part of me needs, which is just an unloved part of me that needs my love. And then I abandon myself by chasing the people to please. So today I am honoring and showing up for me, getting real with me, even though it's a little bit uncomfortable. Sure, it's a lot uncomfortable sometimes. But I would rather be in this short-term discomfort than this trickle suffering that is dragged out for who knows how long. This video is going a lot longer than I anticipated. If you're still here with me, thank you so much. I'm so grateful for your presence, and I hope in some way, shape, or form this is adding value to your life. And if it is, please drop a comment or a like, a subscribe. If it resonates for you, let me know how. And I hope it's changing and letting you have a profound experience within yourself, like it is for myself. Let your being feel as pampered, luxury, as it would with the embodiment of knowing your true worth. So for me, pampered luxury is how that expresses for me. It might not be how it expresses for you. Express it yours, however feels resonant for you. But pampered and luxury, like comfort, and it's winter and cozy, that's what resonates for me right now. And then I wrote down what that looks like for me. So for me, that means nurturing all of my gardens, being mind, body, heart, and soul. That is your mental, your physical, your emotional, and your spiritual body. This is balance. Each one requires a little bit of nurturing. Doesn't mean we have to go to the gym 6 days a week. If that's not what floats your fancy, don't do it. Don't do it. Unless you know it's serving its purpose for you and it's not like a prison that you're putting yourself into. Like, I have to because this is what the doctor said, or this is what they said, or whoever. Maybe if your doctor says, maybe. But I know for me, like working out 3 days a week and doing one dance every couple days, that is sufficient exercise. Oh, and I do yoga every morning and sometimes a stretch before bed. But they're like 10 minutes here and there, easy peasy, boom, 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 boom. And that works for me. It's not a prison. It's not like, oh, I have to go to the gym and I have to... No, do what works for you. Do what is in alignment with your rhythm. Our rhythms fluctuate. Our bodies need certain things at different times of the year and different seasons. As a woman, different times in the month. I know every week I go through a different needed requirements in my cycle. There is 1 week a month when I just can't work out. I do really long, deep stretches because that is it. Right? As a woman, I need tenderness in my body at a certain time of the month. So I'm not going to go lift weights. And so it's really important for us to get in tune with that inner rhythm, because then you start to recognize what actually feels good for you, regardless of what the outside world is saying. And once you can discover that, you value your energy more because you're not giving it up for $20 an hour. You're giving it in service to feeling so yummy inside your being, you know? And so if there's an area, if there's anything you can take from this today, if there's just a one little thing that could help you, if none of this did, or, you know, to take on with you forward, is to start clearing out what is energetically not in alignment. And when I say that, that means things that consume more energy from you than they are giving is not in service to you. There should be a balance. And that doesn't mean we will see progress the first day. That doesn't mean we will see. But ask yourself, is this routine? Is this workplace? Is this environment? Is this friendship healthy? And let that question be your guide. Sure, there's going to be some unequal give and take here and there, but ask it for you if it's healthy. And if it's not healthy for you, it doesn't mean it's not healthy for everyone. It's just not where you are at. And once we allow ourselves to be where we are and feel how we feel, then we can welcome in this new energy, this embodiment. But first, that's honoring where you are. By honoring where you are choosing that you are worth more than what anybody else can say or put a price tag on or define in any way, shape, or form. You just say, no, my being is worth this nap because my soul is tired and I know that's what I need today. Regardless of who needs what from me or how much money my bank account says. You know, and this is going beyond the deeper levels of the fear of paying rent and the fear of, you know, we all have this fear. We all have these things that are going to come up. But the idea is to sit with the fear. Let the fear be there. And just be a space of love for it to exist. And that is the essence of meeting the universe halfway. Because if you can be a place of love for fear, then you stop running from it. And once we stop running from it, we free ourselves from the race, the hamster wheel, from the cycles that keep us stuck in fear, in scarcity mindsets, in the illusion that we are here to suffer or that life is suffering. It truly is like the deepest layer beneath all of the things that happen in life is the fear that comes up with inside of us. And if you can hold love for that fear, I guarantee life will hold love for parts of you that are unloved Maybe your bank account is one of them. These are all good things to sit with. And again, don't listen to me. Ask yourself, does this ring true for me? Deep down, do I feel like this is truth? And let that deep down guide your way. I love you guys so, so much. Thank you again for being here with me. Have a blessed rest of your day. Till next time.